What up, Ho Biscuits? It's your girl Skitten, back at it again with my hashtag Internet Bae. How you doing, Internet Bae? You looking good? Your blues are, well, you're not quite matching. Your blues aren't quite, but they're in the same shade range. Get over here. Don't be shy. You can get closer to me. Are you hungry? I'll feed you. I'll feed you a pickle. Here. Have a pickle. No? You don't want? You can have this pickle. Here, I'll feed it to you. It's fine. I know, isn't it? What are you doing? What now? Internet Bae! What?
I'm actually breaking this thing over here.
What are you doing?
Things are actually being broken with this. This is bad.
Stop that!
I've committed. I have to just keep breaking it now.
Can you please stop?
Sliding that over.
Can you please stop murdering my internet boyfriend?
There is no internet boyfriend but me. So I killed it with a Christmas tree.
How come you can have an internet girlfriend, but the minute I have
Wait a minute, you've assaulted her on several occasions.
Okay.
She has a restraining order against you now.
That's different.
How in the hell is that different?
Because I can have an internet boyfriend, but you can't have an internet girlfriend.
What the fuck did you, it's like one of those creepy things that like military wives do after their husbands have been gone for months. What's going on, Czechoslovakia?
This is not
We have
Czechoslovakia.
confiscated this video now, and we're doing stuff with it. So let's do stuff with this video we stole,
All
which
right.
is apparently the worst thing you. This is the worst thing I've come home to. You creating a clone of me.
He's not a clone.
How many videos deep are you?
He's not a clone.
How many videos deep are you
With my internet boyfriend?
with the dead thing in the corner?
My internet boyfriend, this was only going to be his second video.
Well, he's dead now.
He was practically a video virgin. I popped his video cherry.
A video baby, and he's dead now.
The worst thing you've come home to.
Just gonna play
God.
this fucking video
8
now.
billion baby praying mantis in my house. Over the fall my daughter went out into the woods and collected every praying mantis cocoon she could find and put them in a shoebox in
Oh
her bedroom.
my
They all
God.
hatched in the early spring while we were visiting my parents
God.
for the day.
Why?
Dog-
Wait, that's just how it is. It just moves on
That's
from
it.
that. So this is the video I've jumped into, and I'm gonna tell you that is terrifying.
It's disgusting.
That's awful. I wasn't ready for that.
Oh my God. Why would your daughter do that?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You don't teach your kids not to bring bugs in the house?
Dude, you'd be surprised at things kids hide. I'm just holding this tree.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at the things that kids hide in their rooms.
Oh, Christmas tree.
Like
oh,
porn.
Christmas tree. I
We were
forgot the
visiting
rest
my
of the
No,
parents.
don't, no, I'm not, I'm not
For the day.
signifying that.
Dog shit the house. Roomba didn't know. Oh, rah raggy. Significant other and some other guy on my birthday.
What?
Took me years to get over that. On your birthday.
On her birthday?
Scotty doesn't know joke is covered friends. Once my family returned from dinner out, a few hours at least, and upon entry back into the house we noticed water leaking from the garage roof.
Oh no.
Turns out our top floor toilet tank had cracked
no.
and water had been continuously pouring and was cascading down the stairs through all 3 floors. A ridiculous amount of damage.
That
Buddy
reminds me
puppy.
of the story. One time, me and my dad took me to the flea market, which is like a swap meet, but in the East. And there was this guy who was selling these boats, and what you do is take a small candle, you put it in the boat, and you put the boat on top of the water, and the candle makes the boat kind of sputter around in the water.
That sounds
So-
strange, but super cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome. They're super cheap. We could just order some
Let's do
off of
that.
Amazon. And so I wanted to use it one day. I just, you go through like, I had a toy like barrel, it's like this green
Yeah.
laundry thing we should keep all the toys in. I was going through it, I found it one morning. I was like, yeah, I want to use this shit. So I put it in the tub, and then I started filling out the tub with water, and then I went on the couch to go to sleep. And so I slept for like maybe an hour. I don't know.
An
Yeah,
hour?
I slept for a very long time. And it had flooded the bathroom. And so at the time it was, you walk in the front door, you turn to the left, there's the hallway with the rooms in it.
Right.
That's on a slight downward slope. To the left is the bathroom, to the right is my room. My parents' room was like kind of downward, but kind of okay. My room was completely safe. And it was all flooded. The entire thing was flooded. So I went to go get my friend Robert, who lived across the way.
Right.
Asked him if he had any mops, and we attempted to mop the entire thing up.
And then?
And then my mom came home and laughed hysterically because she thought it was hilarious to see two boys out front, like 11, 12-ish, with mops, just like towels and mops hanging up and just a whole production. She thought it was hilarious.
So you didn't get beat?
No, my mom just thought it was too adorable to beat me for, so.
Lucky bastard.
Well, she said if I wouldn't have tried to fix it, she would have kicked my ass, but like really, we had it going on. Like we used a blanket.
Oh my God.
It was a lot of fucking water, dude. It was so much water.
I'm sure.
Yeah, water, my British friend. Bloody hell, Josh. It was great.
How'd your sister feel about her room being flooded?
You know, she was depressed a lot during 13 to 16, so a lot of the same, to be honest.
Right. She just came home and she's like, of course.
course. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Of course my room was the one that flooded. Yeah.
Paw prints everywhere. Oh wait,
dog.
that's not mud. Dear God.
Oh,
Came home
Lord.
to blood trails all over the house. My cat got hurt for some reason I still don't know till today. It was a long cut on one of her hind legs. Brought her to the vet, stitched her up and she's good now.
Thank God.
But I've made sure to check for any and all
Yeah,
sharp
for
objects
real.
around the house. Kid decided to remove diaper after pooping, then smear the poop everywhere. Wife was covered in it and everyone was screaming. When I walked in, I assumed someone was severely injured.
Have you seen that picture? I'm sure you have. You spent enough time on the internet. Of that baby who like did that and the poop is like on his face.
I have not seen baby poop pictures, no.
Really?
Yep.
We have to look it up at the end of this.
Thousands of
Definitely not gonna
ladybugs
see
that
that.
I'm gonna
hatched
show
were
you.
swarming around and on the white siding of the house.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I
pretty
went inside and a couple hundred
Oh
were
my
hanging out in my
God,
living room on the ceiling.
That's kind of cool.
Stepfather trying to kill my pregnant mom. Fucker wasn't even arrested for it. Being pregnant isn't illegal. Pregnant.
Why is the internet like this? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to rip it out of your ear. I was trying to rip it out of mine. That's horrific.
That's the internet not believing your story. That response. That's the internet going,
Pregnant.
sure you did.
Pregnant.
I hope you didn't. It's easier to
Swarm of
think you
wasps
did.
in the hallway. I'm
we'll
so
do
sorry
that.
for the loss of your home because it was nuked from orbit. An old dog of mine had become sick after getting a hold of a large batch of double fudge brownies at some point during the day, and by the time I got
Yeah.
I walked into a house with no less than 25 separate puddles.
Oh.
Yes, puddles of shit.
Oh.
Poor fella had to eat bland boiled chicken and rice for a week.
Oh, Lord.
Guy in only boxes on my couch. Girlfriend. Ex. Walking downstairs tying her PJs. You swore they didn't have sex. Lol. Yet, we were. Waiting for you. Yeah. Surprise.
Surprise!
See, that's how I was just surprising you with Internet Bay.
At least you now know how I would respond if there was someone in the house. I'll kill it first and figure out what it's doing for later. And he's completely clothed, though he doesn't have on pants around the keyblade part. Suspicious.
A frazzled wife surprised I was home so early, and the distinctive smell of sex and semen, and actual cum on the bed. So yeah, Mondays, what you gonna do? I left home one morning and noticed a handful of fruit flies buzzing around the
Not
kitchen.
good.
Thought nothing of it.
No.
Figured I'd buy some traps
No.
later. Came home to hundreds of them everywhere, along the walls and ceilings in every room. Literally ran down the street to a Rite Aid and bought all the bug spray and traps they had. I think it would be coming home after working from 8 a.m. 11 p.m. in college.
I know those days.
Walking and completely exhausted
Yeah.
from the weekend and hoping to crash before your 8 a.m. class, only to find that there is a massive party going on in your house.
Goodness.
Also, when you finally get to your room, there are strangers in your room smoking.
Jesus.
My girlfriend and roommate / best friend hanging on the couch, obviously post-coitus. Husband decided after a few days that he trusted
Oh,
him without
no.
a cone of shame. Arrived home to find bits of white cotton scattered down the hall. Followed them to the living room covered in blood and the dog in his bed with a paw swollen to twice its usual size after he'd shredded the bandages and ripped out his
Yeah.
stitches. Worst treasure hunt
Bad
ever.
husband.
Worst
I go to
treasure
turn on
hunt
the light
ever.
and nothing. The electricity is off.
Yeah.
Go to the electricity box outside and turn it on and go back inside. House has been cleared out of all valuable things.
Oh.
I hear a whirring sound and realize it's the old VCR videotape rewinder rewinding the videotape I put in it in the morning as I left home with my baby son. And then it dawns on me that tape only takes about 3 minutes to rewind. The burglars must have turned off the electricity seconds after I left home with my baby in the morning.
Oh,
they were watching me leave from inside the garden.
That's all.
My brother.
They just waited for you to leave and then robbed you like right after you left.
That's fucked up.
For real.
20 and 22.
It would make us really hard to rob because we are constantly forgetting things in the house. We would definitely walk in on ourselves.
Exactly.
We have been as far as like 6 street lights from the house and come back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I, 20, came home from college for winter break. The next day my mom wakes me up asking if I planned on going with the rest of the family to put my childhood dog down. She had told everyone weeks before that this was going to happen when we got home for break, but forgot to tell me.
It's like when my mom killed my dog without telling me. I didn't find out for days. Remember for Marshall?
Right.
You didn't find out for fucking days. I was pissed.
My GF and I were having a problem. I told her I needed to take a walk, but I'd be back. I kissed her on the cheek and walked out the door. I got back and she had cleaned up, packed her things, and left me. How long was that walk? My ex sitting.
This nigga went on a fucking Alucard type walk from Helsing. When the dude Alucard says he's going for a walk, he just goes and kills a bunch of people.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know I mean, yeah.
The living room. The kid let me in. I got nowhere else to go. It will just be 2 weeks, I promise. I'll pay you. A filthy house after working all day.
That's a
Walks
mom.
into house. Who the fuck left all this mess? Oh yeah, that was said everyone every day. Someone ate my last Rala.
Bitch.
That's fucked
You
up.
A dead
bitch.
rat on my living room floor with its heart ripped out. Sigh. Cats. Coming home after a long day at work. PlayStation wouldn't turn on. Devastating.
That's the first time my PlayStation. I've had my PlayStation 2. It's still at my parents' house. It still works.
Right.
So my PlayStation 3, we have.
Yeah.
We have a PlayStation 4. It works.
Yeah.
So the PlayStation though, the original PlayStation died right before we got our PS2. And it was one of the most heartbreaking moments of my life.
I'm so sorry.
Fucking terrible. Didn't even have any fucking games for that shit.
Stupid.
Had demos, the fucking little demo mixes that you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have really any games for it.
A
Still,
robbery.
sucks.
It was during a summer heat wave with high heat and humidity. I came home to an apartment where several things felt off. I took a piss, removed my tie and sweat-drenched dress shirt before noticing a wide-open window.
Man.
I proceeded to take an inventory and called the police. Thankfully I had renter's insurance and they missed my
Thank
laptop. I had been out of the country for 3 days at a music festival. Came home to my front door crowbarred in,
Jesus.
and my entire house trashed. They had taken my TV, DVDs, laptops, etc. But the cherry on top of the shit cake, they emptied my box of sex toys, so the forensics team had to dust my dildos for fingerprints.
Damn!
My casual boyfriend doing full demolition on my master bathroom.
Jesus.
I had mentioned I would like to remodel it someday.
Oh no.
The screams of 5 mice stuck in glue traps. Dead bunny parts plus my cat and 2 stranger cats.
Oh.
Years ago we would camp for weeks at a time. Coming home a few times a week to do laundry, feed the cats, etc. Our cats had a doggy/kitty window and would come and go as they pleased. Came home one night to my cat having guests and serving them bunny. It was a fluffy mess.
That's kinda
Unflushed
cute.
shit from the
A
night
little
before.
bit.
Blood on my mailbox with several rifle shell casings scattered about near the mailbox.
No way.
One of my known thief neighbors got shot 12 times in front of the mailbox and proceeded to walk home a quarter mile away and tell his mom to call 911. He lived. Eventually the shooter died in a situation of suicide by cop when he pulled a gun on the SWAT team that visited.
Jesus.
Okay.
When I was in college,
That was
I
a
went
deep
away
ass
for a
story.
weekend to come home to find that my roommate had attempted to hang a TV on the
Oh,
wall.
no.
Guess the first time didn't work because there was a massive hole right next to a TV on the wall. Aged 15. Coming home to my dad confronting me about the gay porn he discovered on my phone which I had mistakenly left at home.
Good job.
Got off work about 7 a.m. Rounded the corner with my McDonald's breakfast in hand to see 2 cops standing over a dead body on my welcome mat.
Wait,
Maggots in the
It's gotta happen to somebody.
you can't just stop it there.
It's gotta happen to somebody.
What was the... What was the context of the dead body?
Dang memes.
Whose dead body?
So many memes. He died.
What?
The summer, I was at the cottage for a week and had forgotten to throw out the garbage before leaving. They were everywhere. I'll never forget that day.
That sounds awful.
Something happened and the bottom of my fish tank just split/spider webbed while I was in class. When I got home, the entire floor was soaking wet and all of my fish were dead. I was so sad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Dog decided to shit in the house. Cats thought it was a game of battle shits. The Doomba just wanted to see the world burn. Doomba made me laugh out loud, lol. Came home from school one day to find that my mom had decided to let a dude she and my dad used to be friends with live with us for a while. Him and his girlfriend and her 2 young daughters.
Wow.
That's so many
I came home
many
to an
people.
open door because my brother forgot to close it. Nothing had been stolen. Luckily, because a dog had been on the prowl. Not that she would have done anything to a burglar though. Fat shits everywhere. Like derogatory overweight folks or large turds. Yes. Well, 2.5 years ago I came home to my house in flames and smoke and a dozen firemen spraying it. So came home to a rubble, I guess.
That's like one of
My
my
clothes
greatest
thrown out
fears.
and my game
like,
slashed.
I will be almost where I need to be. And I'll just be like, I think I called you one time. I was like, did I turn off the oven? Do you remember?
Which is no, because she never turns off the oven.
That's not true. I most of the time turn off the oven.
98% leaving it on means you don't.
It's not 98.
Okay, then what is it?
48.
You think it's under half of the times you turn it on?
Yes. Okay, if we change it to stove, I think it switches to 48%.
48.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm leaving because I've already killed one today. I don't want to
Why are you
kill
leaving?
another.
No, come back. We're almost done.
Oh,
We're
yeah, go
almost
ahead. You finish that up.
done. No, come back.
I'll see you. I'm cooking
Baby,
dinner.
please don't go. You beat up my boy.
Dead ass nigga. He's so fucking dead. Glasses on.
No, that's not what why are you putting his glasses on his
I'll
leg?
see ya.
I guess I'll finish this alone.
System/CDs broken or pawned for money just because I told my stepdad no to getting a loan out so he could buy beer. Luckily he is out of my life now. Toilet overflowing. The toilet was left running. The flapper didn't fully come down and seal the tank. I get home and it appeared that water had overflowed the bowl. It wasn't a gigantic mess or anything. I just had to mop it up and
That's
use
not
bleach.
bad. That's one of the
A
more
knocked
tame
over
ones.
vacuum. Still running. And a beautiful shining turd in the center of my bed. Never ever foster cat
God,
siblings.
Jesus.
Last October I
Why are
opened the
cats
door to
so
my
evil in
apartment and
this?
was greeted by the worst smell I've ever experienced. My dog had let loose bloody shits in 3 separate places. The cat had knocked a small pumpkin on the ground and my dog ate the stem. I came home to the same scene every day for a week. I still can't use lavender scented Clorox without gagging. Getting a failure notice at school and walking in to see my mom's arms crossed.
That's awful. God, so many of those involved like cheating girlfriends. Very few, none of them involve cheating boyfriends, incidentally. But so many of them involve fucking cheating girlfriends and dogs. Dogs apparently will just shit and like, why do you guys have dogs? They're gross. And yes, I'm aware that it included cats too, but damn. Well, I have to go take my internet bae to the hospital so he can get fit. God, his face is like sliding off. His hat's gone. His clavicle is like inches below where it should. Well, I guess that's it for now, y'all. I can't find the fucking. Skit lit, guys.